Greetings and welcome to Snarky Pleasant. I am CYAN, and today we're gonna talk about Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I think I did allow myself to cheat on you, so this week I will release two book reviews, Brave New World and an extra book, as a compensation from last week. So let's hit the road. The plot. Brave New World is set in a near future where society revolves around science and efficiency. Emotions and individuality are conditioned out of children at a young age, and there are not lasting relationships of any kind because everyone belongs to everyone else. Children are created outside the womb and cloned in order to support the population. These children are sorted as embryos to be a certain class and are provided with different amounts of chemicals, hormones, and also are subject to certain experience and behaviors in order to condition them into predetermined classes. Children destined for the highest classes get chemicals to perfect them both physically and mentally, whereas those of the lower classes are altered to be imperfect in those respects. The classes are alpha, the leaders, beta, gamma, delta, and unlucky epsilon. Bernard marks an alpha that persuades Linda, his love interest, to travel to a reservation where humans live in an old and frowned upon social structure, where families, marriage, and emotions are normal. There Bernard met John, who Bernard correctly assumes to be the secret son of his boss or director, which presents a golden opportunity to Bernard. You see, his boss has recently been treating him to send him away for his antisocial behavior. So Bernard decides to bring John with him and have a huge leverage over his boss. When John meets his father, all hell is lost. Bernard's boss resigned in disgrace for breaking a procreation law, and John is kept in the Brave New World, as he calls it, as a sort of experiment and a novelty, more like an animal in a zoo, I guess. Bernard soon became famous thanks to his association with John. Unfortunately, John became infatuated with Linda, and the sentiment is kind of mutual because Linda's motivation are more associated with desire and curiosity. Again, animal in a zoo. But John has been raised in a different way and he deserves to marry Linda. The latest doesn't take it well, increasing her addiction to a drug to stop anxiety. A drug that is given by the government to maintain the status quo in its citizens. In a parallelism to Linda's deterioration, John starts to look the cracks around the so-called perfect society of Brave New World, and soon, when a tragic event occurs, his anger and frustration makes him... Ajá, pensaron que se lo iba a decir. I can tell you what he did or did not, or I will spoil you, so sorry. I think that is the main summary to a complex book that I had tried really hard not to spoil you. And more because I know that the streaming service Peacock is creating a science fictional dystopian drama set to premiere in 2020 based in this novel. One thing you have to consider after reading it is that The Brave New World was written between World War I and World War II, an era of technological optimism. And his author took such optimism and created a dystopian world in order to criticize much of the anxiety that drives Brave New World can be traced to a general belief in technology as a futuristic remedy for problems caused by disease and war, and Huxley felt that such certainly was naive, and he decided to channel this optimism and this crazy idea, taking it to its extremes. So in a perfect world with no poverty, sickness, or sadness, what is society missing? To know the answer and what happened to John, you need to read the book and find it by yourself. Or wait for the series that surely I will be reviewing. This novel is considered as science and dystopian fiction. If you like The Handmaid's Tale, Lord of the Flies, The Giver, V for Vendetta, and even The Maze Runner, you will enjoy this book. But remember, that was written almost a century ago, so there are going to be huge discrepancies with our present perspective and technology advances. Favorite quotes or lessons from this novel? Universal happiness keeps the wheel steadily turning. Truth and beauty count. I'm claiming the right to be unhappy. I give this novel a 4 of 5 Tesla light bulbs. That was my snarky pleasant review. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Join us and become Geek Paladins. Adios.